Welcome one, welcome all. Changing it up from the last few weeks where I've been opening products. Now I want to take it back, take it all the way back, and just talk, answer some questions about the hobby, investing, grading, anything really. Scheduled 6 till 8, so wait for a few more people to come in, and then we'll get started. As you know, I'm not the best at keeping up with the chat, so I will try my best. My guy Jonas is in. Jonas, welcome, sir. Do you want my score? Richarlison. Is that Adam, mate? Mate, I'm so sorry. Honestly, I'm so behind on my messages. I've probably got about 25 to reply to. I have seen it, and I am actually interested. I think I pulled a Brighton card that you might be interested in as well. Actually, have I got it here? I don't think I've got it here. Um, so apologies, mate. When it's submission week, like it gets a bit crazy with for me. Even today, like I'm committed to do these 2 hours every week, or at least an hour, hour and a half. Um, but really, I haven't really got time. I haven't really got the time to lose. Uh, but it gives me a break. I've been graded. I've been pre-grading, invoicing. I'm doing a lot today, so it gives me a little bit of a break to chat, to check some eBay sales, and to answer any questions, any questions from people. So let's see what we got. Evening, Zach, mate. I am well. I am well. Oh, yeah, yeah, Zach. Uh, Chris got my question in early then. Oh, nice, Chris. All right, we're starting off. Hey, mate, how you doing? Hey, Jay. Uh, Aaron's joined. Got another Aaron. And you know what? The thing is, let me start with that. Like, a lot of people call me Aaron. And I just let it go because, like, I've been called Aaron all my life. It is actually Aaron. Um, and I found another Aaron the other day who's joining the hobby. So, Black Coin on YouTube. Welcome, sir. Don't find many Aarons, so appreciate it when I do. Galazzo. I saw the I missed the break yesterday. I was talking with someone for like 2 hours yesterday, and I missed the whole immaculate break. I know I didn't get anything. Um, but I saw on the highlight that you got the Aubameyang booklet. Was it numbered? It looked like it was sapphire, which I think's to 25, and if so, that's absolute banger. We got the first question in, which is going to be about Pearl, and I'm definitely going to get that. That's where we're going to start today. And I want to actually check what Pearl's prices are, because that's a question back to when we're talking about investing and talking about what to invest in, what's coming out, where to put your money, what product to buy, what cards to buy. So last few weeks I've just been opening product, but today, yeah, let's get into better conversations, more debates, and yeah, let's see where we get to. So I think there's as many people as what's going to be in today, because I didn't what do you call it? I didn't advertise or I didn't go on live on Instagram, so it's usually numbers low, and I don't do that. It's all good. I've never graded a card before. Would be good to get your advice as to whether I should. Absolutely. Yeah. Let me know what the card is, and we can have a conversation of that. Hi, mate. My own Yes, Brendan. Thank you. I've literally in the last hour did the cataloging of the card, so your card is with me. You'll be getting pre-grades at some point today. It may be a bit late, maybe about 11, 12 o'clock, but you will be getting pre-grades today. Hi, Tiger Football. 25, yes. It's your first booklet. Oh, mate, nice one. Oh, that's quality. Quality, quality, quality. I remember my first booklet was a Christian Pulisic auto from Immaculate last year. That was my first. No, actually, no. It was a Kieran Tierney patch auto booklet. That was my first one. I actually got two Kieran Tierney booklets, and two Kieran Tierney booklets, and a Christian Pulisic booklet. But I've sold the Christian Pulisic booklet now. And me got a Saka Black Velocity 2025, which his lowest jersey number from Domrus. Would you grade Saka? Saka's one of those players. There's certain players that if you can get it in a short print, it's worth grading. So that's one of his first ones in England. I know I probably got Mosaic, but to go back to the investment side, and even like this is just my personal opinion. This is not what you should do or whatever. This is just how I see investing in certain players, certain cards. So when you're looking at Bellingham, Pedri, Saka, Musiala, Yusufa Makoku, any of those types of players, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, those types of players. Mrs. is getting pissed already, so she's closed the door. Any of those types of players, anything numbered, let's say 99 or below, is worth investing in, because if you think Jude Bellingham, for example, he's in what, let's say 20 sets last year, which is his rookie card. There'll be 10,000 of his cards all together, right? 10,000 of his cards all together, but there's only going to be a finite amount of numbered cards, right? There's only going to be, if there's 20 sets and there's 20 numbered to 99, you do the math, is it 2,000? I don't know, I can't do quick maths, but there's only then 2,000. So of all those cards, it's the shorter the print, obviously, the better, because it means it's more rare. So that's where I try and invest and put my money. I don't say invest, sometimes it's collection, invest in mixes and does whatever. But with those types of cards, it's worth getting graded, because the people who think like I think and want the short print, want the rarer cards, also want them graded. So yeah, for those types of cards, I'd grade. Whether it's SGC, whether it's PSA, that's a different conversation. But I would definitely, for the top players who demand the most money when on eBay, it's worth grading. And I'm gonna go back to Pearl. No, actually, I just want to check on that Saka one, Black Velocity, for instance, because I don't know. I've not checked the prices of the Black Velocity Saka, so let's have a quick look on what he's doing. Bukayo Saka Black Velocity, and again I keep missing messages. I'm gonna have to go back to Bukayo, and I will come back to messaging. I'm determined one day to learn how to keep up to it, so it doesn't look like there's many sales, many listed even. So is there any sales? Right. So as you can see, I mean, it's a month ago, so price might have come down a bit, but $270. If it's above $100, 70 quid, it's worth grading, especially if it can grade well. If it can grade in a 10. I think 9s are not getting in as much love recently, and I think everyone's going for Gem Mint 10, but when you can't afford the Gem Mint 10, the next lower down, you get a 9, and it's still better than a raw card. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. So as you can see, this is what have I done here? This is the last two sales, and it's better because it's on bid, so people have been bidding on these ones. So that, if I saw that and you've got the card, that's an instant grade for me. Instant grade. PSA, you'll double, triple your money, whatever, if you can get a PSA 10. Nice short print Bukayo Saka and you said it's jersey number as well, so yeah, no brainer for me, that one. Right, now let me catch up to messages and then we'll go back to Pearl. Oh, I bet that's sick. Have you still got the KT? I still have the KTs. One's a free of 10. One's jersey number, gold booklet, and I don't think it can leave my. I did actually have it on sale at one point for $600. But I don't think I'm gonna sell now. Hey Josh, you alright, mate? You alright, mate? See, Aaron, you're not going to be able to join my streams anymore, man. Everyone's going to think you're going to think everyone's talking to you now. Also, how much does jersey numbers add to the price? It's not necessarily that they add to, like, everyone's got their own preference when it's jersey number. And I will go back to Pearl. I've not forgotten the Pearl question. Uh, Everyone's got their own preference when it comes to jersey numbers. People don't think it makes a difference. Me personally, because it's a technique an eBay one of one, an eBay one of one. Uh, it's just something different. Like I would prefer to either have jersey number if it's out of 25. I prefer to have jersey number, uh, the first one in the set or the last one in the set. So if we're talking about out of 25, I want the 1 of 25, the 25 of 25, or the 20 of 25. So if I see that and it's at a premium within range, I will probably buy it just because I want to own that version of that card, and I would put the jersey number on top. None of this is an exact science of, right, if it's a jersey number, you'll get 1.5 times the value if it's not a jersey number. Like I said, some people don't care. Some people prefer to have the jersey numbers. I think it does add value, but again, to quantify that in how much, it's you can't really do that. But again, there's only the reason why I think it adds value is because there's only a certain amount of criteria a card can hold, if that makes sense. So if you've got a card, it can be an auto, it can be a refractor, um, it can be the rookie card, it can be a patch card, it can be match one, player one, X, Y, and Z. So there's only a certain number of factors that people may be interested in that card for. There might be someone who collects only jersey number cards. So it's just an extra factor that you can think about when you're pricing up. Like I said, I wouldn't ever say, oh, a jersey number is double the price, but someone could pay double the price for it at the same time. So again, it's just being aware of that. Everyone knows jersey numbers a thing. Whether everyone buys into it or not, that's a different question. Da 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 da. Right, so Black Coin has got a question as well. Max, how you doing, man? You okay? Did I tell you I got another Jacob Ramsey. I got another Jacob Ramsey after that. So I've got 2 or 3 Jacob Ramseys now. I got that immaculate booklet. I've got a few other Danny Ings because I've just got Villa in loads of stuff. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So I've caught up to messages ish. Aiden, my guy. I like jersey numbers when their number is on the show of the card. That and that's yeah. That's actually a good. That's actually a good point. That's another. That's another again factor to factor in. Like sometimes with player cards, you might not see if it is the jersey number, but like you said, that having the number. So if we went into the Saka, it's front and center that number. So the number 20, and it just looks cool. Like I like stuff where it says like if it was out of 10, having the 10 of 10 in a PSA 10. Just like my OCD, I just love things like that. So again, I would pay more for that type of card. How much more is up for debate, but yeah, that's the thing. So Pearl. First of all, let's get Pearl up, and then we'll have a conversation about Pearl. I am gonna be salty because I didn't get any, but uh, cool, 450. If that's selling for 450, we're gonna definitely have a conversation. We're definitely gonna have a conversation if this is selling for 450. It's gonna be selling for 450, isn't it? Oh man. Alright, let's have a look. I can see it initially. But let's just get up some sales first. Let's get up some sales first. Oh, so it's listed that, so it must be selling close to that. It is selling close to that as well. My goodness. Right, okay. So, context. This was released yesterday. Pearl was released yesterday. Topps Pearl on the Topps website for £100, which is what, $130. So it's now $400. So again, you're talking what, £300? So it's, yeah, that's probably about right too. So it's tripled in value. Um, what we'll do? Do 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 do. Oh, fuck's sake. Tops, why'd you do this to me, man? This is a new one though. Oops. Little purchase earlier, as you can see. Right, Tops pill. What I'm doing now is getting up the checklist. All right, here we go. Right, so we've got the checklist. We've got the sales. Right, so back to the beginning. Tops released this product yesterday. 10 cards, one guaranteed auto. Was it one numbered card, one parallel, or one one patch? I don't think it'll be a patch, so it must be one parallel. So this was released yesterday. So what Tops do and what they changed with this one is when they post something on the social media, and if anyone doesn't know, make sure you sign up to Tops on Facebook, on Instagram, their emailing list, so you're aware of when these drops are about to happen. Tops released this and they said coming soon. And when it drops the same day, they usually say coming very soon. So when it said coming soon, I was like, all right, it's going to come tomorrow or possibly the day after. So tomorrow, be on it. Hour later, it drops. And I saw the post. I was going back onto Facebook for something. And I saw the post and it said 7 minutes ago. And I was like, all right, I've missed it. And I did miss it. So then I had the chance to obviously then check the checklist, because the checklist never comes out before. It comes out when they release the product, but no one checks the product because you've got to buy the product within the first 2-3 minutes, right? So before we go on to the checklist, let me catch up to messages because I am going to be behind. Right. That's a black coin. Aaron's got a question. Sapning boys, how are we doing? We're doing very well. It makes it cool. Jersey number, that is. I think the other issue for Saka is he changed his squad number all the time. That's true. And he'll probably get to number 7 as well. But you go by, the card at the time. Personally, I like the card. I like the card at the time. I don't think for me as a buyer of jersey. Oh, not like I buy jersey number cards, but a buyer of jersey number cards, I do like if the card has the number in there, and then I'll buy on that. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Cheers, Max man. Like my Pedri from exactly like your Pedri from Inception. Yeah, £100 base value. I wasn't a fan of the design of Pearl. So we'll go on to the design as well. I somehow managed to grab. Oh, nice one, Ryan. I know quite a few people that grabbed him. And there's a debate about bots and stuff, which we could probably get into as well. But, there is chance to get the cards. You've just got to be on it. That's all. So I get the debate, and when people miss out and people are unhappy about it, I understand all that. But if I'm on it, I always get a box. It was just I was caught slipping yesterday, so I didn't. I just missed it. I thought it was going to be released the day after, but there's every time that I'm on it and I'm logged into Tops, I'll always get a box usually. If I don't get it on Tops UK, I'll try and Tops Germany. I saw them. I think they had them on Tops France as well. So there's ways and means to do different things. Apple Pay to the rescue. Apple Pay is a game changer. I love Apple Pay. The amount of places I've sniped because of Apple Pay is crazy. In breaks, insane. Sataro, I'm good, my friend. How are you, sir? Fuck him. I was in my car coming back. I'm not off. Alan. Hi, Alan. Long time no see. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. Past as it didn't as I didn't want another turquoise. Right, so let's go to the checklist. Let's take a bit of time on the checklist. So this is the checklist for Pearl, right? So one parallel card and one auto. And if you think about it as well, this is with Tops being very, very smart. And I like Tops. I like they do try different things. So I give them credit where credit blah, 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 where credit is due. But if you can look at it on a deeper level, I know I don't like this. When you look at it on a deeper level, like Inception was what 7, 8 cards. So they're increasing by adding 2 more cards. They're increasing the print run. Um, and again, it just adds more boxes. They make more money. It'd be interesting if they keep Inception with 7. If they can keep Inception to 7. But what I'm talking about is this one box premium style box. So these 10 boxes is a guaranteed auto in there. I'm sure it'll probably be a similar card stock to Inception, I would imagine. I couldn't see them doing like one of the curated set card stock. I'd think it'd be again like an immaculate the thicker cards. So 10 cards increases the print run. I know Pearl's in baseball maybe, and it might be in another spot. I don't know, but as you can see, the more products are coming out. So back to the checklist. I'm ooh, I'm not necessarily. I don't know how to get rid of that. I'm not gonna say. All right. I'm not a fan of Pearl. I thought when Inception came out, it was iconic. It was something new, something refreshing. I loved the cards. I loved the design. Even though it was after all these other products from the Champions League had come out, it just added this new element. And then the Cristiano Ronaldo was like absolute. It was a game changer. Another 1-on-1 being pulled. Another 1-on-1 beat. I think all of them are being pulled now. So like that was it took that set to an absolutely different level. Looking at this, right, the Pearl Legend cards. So if we go to just if anyone's not seen the designs, so this is Pearl. I think it's a bit. Hmm. I just think because of it again, because of Inception coming out, it's in this similar vein to that. So it's like it's not new to me. So I personally don't like it as a set because I just think it's a carbon copy with a bit of a different design, a design I don't really like. But again, that's choice. Everyone. Some people will probably love this because they'll think it's clean, and like I said, it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell out definitely, and people are gonna absolutely go in it on breaks. And there's a few good cards in there, but personally, as a set, I don't like it personally. So those are the legend cards. All right, Pearl Legend Auto cards. Right. So for anyone who's watching, who do you think the chasers are for this? I'll say who I think my chasers are. But let me know from the autograph ones for now. From the legend. Who is it? Is it anymore? Okay. Yeah, just from the legends. Because to me, it's just all the same. Andy Cole, you can get his autos for like 20 quid. Older ones as well. Even though it probably look cool. Uh, you can just get them all. And you can get most of these guys quite cheap at the moment. Paul Gascoigne, that'll be a good one. Paul Gaza will be a good one, just because it's new-ish. But again, it's one of them. Unless you're English or British or know football inside out, or a Lazio fan or someone like that, you won't know who Paul Gascoigne is. But because he's got rare autos, his autos will fetch a bit of money. To be fair, one of one in a Paul Gascoigne will fetch a bit of money. Xavi, but then they're all the same. They're all different. So Pirlo, Pirlo's cool. I think you can pick Pirlo's up pretty decent. But he is a legend. Xavi, Gaza, yeah, Drogba and Torres, Zola, Di Matteo. See, Di Matteo won't be unless you're a Chelsea fan. Di Matteo. I loved Roberto Di Matteo. I thought he was a good player, but like he's just one of them that you need to be into football to know who that is. Um, Zola for me would be quality. I loved Zola. I love watching Zola grow up. He would be quality, but again, not this. It's like these different tiers. Like this Beckham up here, who most of these were probably better than Beckham, but like there's this Beckham up here is elite. Thierry Henry elite, but he signs thousands of autographs. Or Didier Drogba, you can actually pick up his autos at a decent price. So when I'm talking about like what are the chases, I'm like, what are the ones where right up here. Whereas most of them are, all right, you could probably pick up 100, 200 quid, something like that. Which is not to be laughed at if you bought this box at a good price. Like it's decent, and obviously the shorter the print, the higher the price. He is behind. He is behind your head. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Iniesta is class. Iniesta. Gerard will fit. Oh, Ray. Hello, Ray. Amosis on Instagram as well. Check him out. Gerard will fetch some money. Gerard always does well, but again, it's for me. It's the same. It's the same. This is nothing exciting as a product. And this is not to disagree. This is just giving my view on why I don't think this is a good product. Will this product rise in price? Yes. Um, Inception's always my benchmark. I don't think it goes higher than Inception unless when we get to the rookies, we'll talk about that. Unless a few of the rookies then outperform. So then these are the Pearl cards. Let me go back to messages. Any Chelsea fan do Di Matteo is still pull over the Chelsea legends? Yeah. Baresi is slightly older. Yeah. Di Matteo won UEFA Champions League with Chelsea. Yeah, exactly. Is with Chelsea. They remember him. So, sorry, Gaza's name. Yeah, there is nothing brand new in there. So then the Pearl cards. So what you're looking for is a short print of someone decent. They've got a few obviously good players in there. Jamal Musiala, uh, all good players. Erling Haaland's in there. Get Erling Haaland 1 of 1 to 10. It's gonna sell. Again, back to the conversation earlier when we was talking about uh, uh, Saka and short print cards and what to do, whether to grade them. If you get short prints of Ansu Fati, Pedri, Kylian Mbappe, Messi, Jude Bellingham, Haaland in this, it's worth sending. And I would imagine that this, like Inception, would be very easy to grade. The cards would be very easy to grade. So if you have a box, it is worth. Well, it could be worth holding. You've got to look at then the ceiling of Inception, and I think it's at around $700 now. I believe £700, $700. I can't remember. And that's gone down a bit, maybe because the chasers have been pulled. But it's still gonna, because it's a short printed product, it's then gonna have this value. So this is at $400 now. Once it comes out, it will probably go to maybe $600. So if you could get it at a good price, it's probably worth investing in it. because it will go. People like new products, so yeah, there's a good chance a very good chance, sorry, it goes up. Right. Right, autograph cards. Okay, so here we go. Wait, is that all the autograph cards? Right, okay. So then these are just the normal autograph cards. I can't have a box and not open it. Yeah, I'm very similar. I just like opening. To be fair, I am sitting on. I've got like three cases of score, which I'm gonna open one more. Even though my luck is absolutely terrible in score at the moment, like, oh, yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, autograph cards. So we got Messi, Neymar, Fernandez, De Bruyne. De Bruyne seems to be signing more. Got quite a few. Vinny Jr., Pedri, Ansu Fati, Kai Havertz, Lukaku. You can pick up Lukaku's, or Nico Gonzalez, Nuno Mendes. So okay, so we're looking at Liam Delap, Cole Palmer, Conor Bradley. I actually don't know who he is. I actually don't. Yeah, I don't know who Conor Bradley is. Someone might want to enlighten me on that one. So someone will know. So then with this, you're looking for one of them to have a really good, well, I say breakout season, we're almost at the end of the season now. And Cole Palmer, who was supposedly the chase at the beginning of the season, and I'm going to say I knew he weren't going to be a chase because he was never going to get into this City team. He scored about 2 goals all season because he doesn't play. But if he had a magic last few months, that could help raise the price of this product. Overall, meh, 6, 7. No, I don't think it's great. Conor Bradley, Liverpool. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I didn't even know. Did not even know. Fuck that Messi. Burn them all. Money Mason is always class. Yeah, that's true. I think 300-400 easy for when this is started to be ripped. Are you getting any FOTL tomorrow? I think I'm gonna get one box, Alan. I think I'll get one box. Depending on, because it's a Dutch auction tomorrow. Is it? It looks like it's taken off, but if it's a Dutch auction tomorrow, wait, tomorrow? Um, I don't know if it's tomorrow. Well, whenever it's released, I'll get a box just to open on, probably on this channel, just to see what it's like. But the last the last front of the line, that tanked in price. Chalobah is class, but is a centre back. Always difficult with any. What you'll see is someone will burst onto the scene, like Michael Richards. Someone will burst onto the scene, and people will be like, "Oh, we need to get this person, whoever it is," and then they realise, "Oh, well, it's a centre back," and then it's a centre. It's same with any sport. Players like that, they just don't seem to do well. I think they should, but obviously they don't. People want the Sakas, the Fodens, the Messis, the Ronaldos, all the front players. So it's very difficult for defenders to get the love and keepers to get the love. Just over 22 hours away. I didn't even know. I always think they release it on a Friday. So Alan, thank you for the heads up, and cheers for the link. Cheers for the link, Aiden. So people, click the link if you're on Twitch. Click the link. It'll take you to the Panini homepage where you can buy a box of Panini front of the line. And if it is a Dutch auction, don't have fear of missing out. Don't have FOMO, because it's gonna start high. It starts at $1,000, I think. Oh, someone's gonna ask me the question, so I might as well try and answer it. Me personally, I'd probably pay. What would I pay for first of the line? Front of the line. I had this problem last year. I don't. Is it front of the line or first of the line? I have first of the line in it. Aiden, what do you think? $500? 400? Obviously, it's not worth that. But in terms of what I want to try. You want to try and get it at the bottom of what it's going to be worth. And the Premier League normal hobby box is what, $350. So it should go for slightly more than that. So I'm thinking maybe 450. I don't know, 450. If it gets to 450, I'll buy a box. If it gets to 500, if it gets to $500, I'll get twitchy bum and I may pull the trigger. Anything more than that, I don't know. Because I'm not excited about the product. I'm not excited about Prism. I don't think Prism is a good product this year. It's not good most years because it's just printed in. It's just printed so much. But this year specifically, there's no color blast. Uh, I'm looking at the chasers. Obviously, you're looking at your Elise's, your Jacob Ramsey's, Saka's still, ESR, Martinelli. There's a few players. There, Harvey Elliott. There's going to be that I'll try and get initially when the product comes out to then sell on. But like, as a product, I don't really like it if I'm being honest. But again, that's another question. Da, da, da. What's we going on? Pretty sure it's tomorrow, mate. They tweet on. Yeah, nice one, Oliver. Oliver, Alan. The people who get the points forward, quarterbacks, normally easier to sell. Exactly. Oh, I agree completely with everything you're saying. Just hyping up Chelsea play. Can someone post? If anyone's in Facebook, can someone post a link? To the Panini Panini thing, please. 350, 400. You think it's gonna get 350? Ma, if it went to 350, I'd buy two boxes. First of the line. Martin, I got 20. I got 20. I got allocation of 20. Just to let you know. I did see your message before, but I've literally got 20 messages unread in Instagram that I need to respond to. We'll go for 455. I would. That's my bottom. 450, 500 is my. That's where I want to buy a box. Maybe two boxes. No, one box. Maybe two boxes. I don't know. Uh, Wait, I'm on. I don't answer. Okay, go. Sorry, man. Sorry, Sataro. See, that's Sataro. If you was a subscriber, you wouldn't have had that. So that's your own fault, to be fair, mate. I hate Aaron. Yeah. Oh, he called you Aaron. See that? Aaron. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Prism. I'm not a fan of Prism. Some Prisms, and if I've got a low number, what I like about Prism is the rainbow chase. Like if I got a 1-on-1, I would 100% chase a rainbow in Prism, and I think it would look cool. Is a product to invest in? Nah. Is a product standalone product? I don't like it. Um, there's many things I just don't like with Prism, and yeah. Anyway, I hate Prism. There is color blast. There is color blast in new Prisms. Oh, no kabooms. Sorry, that was it. Yeah, no kabooms. Cheers, guys. No kabooms. Which kabooms is one of my favorite sets, and it's really annoying. Yeah, cheers, Aiden. Yeah, price starts at 1,000, drops every 5 minutes, and a lot of people last year, uh, I think, got a lot of got FOMO. I can't remember what it bottomed out as. I think it was like 1,000. I think it was 1,000. I'm sure it was 1,000 or $800. It was higher than it was high. It was high, whatever it was last year. Uh, and the price absolutely tanked. It was just too much came out that year. Everyone was hyped from the Prism last year because there wasn't as much Prism that came out the year before, 1920. There wasn't as much Prism. So people were excited for this Prism, and more people were getting into the hobby at this point. So they could raise the price, and people were like, "Oh, this is amazing!" But as the season went on, the price just kept coming down. Hobby at one point, hobby, I'm sure it reached the two something, which is shouldn't happen. And if you looked at hobby from the year before, it's kind of holding its value. So yeah, it's Prism's not great. For 4,550th in the queue, Martin. I was 6,000 in one and 680 in another, so I got it on that one. Take 200, 250 of the price that DNL. So yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Got to go, Aaron, playing football. Really. Oh, nice one, mate. Yeah, no worries at all. Thanks for joining. I bought St. Maximin's Immaculate 1 of 1. Oh, nice. And score 1 of 1 last night. I'll rainbow the score. Yeah, that you should easily be able to do that rainbow. It looked pretty cool as well. To be able to do a full rainbow, that's pretty sweet. Hi, Aaron. DM you on Insta. Check the pickup. Let's have a look. Oh, my phone's off, so give me a few minutes. My phone is off. I'll just put that on now. The rookies. And then look at this. The rookie class. Who is excited by this? This is the rookie class for Pearl. Compare this to Inception. Makoku, Pedri, Jude Bellingham, Musiala. Not Fatty, but Fatty was obviously in the product. Those alone, without even trying to wrap my brain on who else is in there, compared to this is the rookie class. That's so poor. So that's why, again, we've talked before. Last year's rookie class is something that I'm going to invest in more rather than invest in this rookie class, because this rookie class this year is poor, which is also why Prism's going to be poor this year. Anyway, me being selfish here, those Auto Tops Champions League 30 season cards, would you grade those or hold off? I've seen some of the cards. It depends. It depends who it is. It really depends. Those types of cards, I don't necessarily think there's a need to grade. I think it's only when it's hobby boxes or when it's something that's when it's someone that's really sought after. Again, it will probably sell for money, but I also don't think there's a. I don't think there's a need. I don't think there's a need to grade those 30 season ones. Will it grade? Well, to be fair, some tops cards don't actually grade, but that's a different topic. Graded cards will always do better because they're just more. The more aesthetically pleasing than mags with a tops logo, in my opinion, than top loaders, than semi-rigids. They just look better, right? That's number one. It protects the card. That's number two. It stores better. Whether you've got a case or whatever, it stores better in a graded card. And just again, it's just more aesthetically pleasing. So graded cards will always perform better. So the argument is, yeah, if you graded it, the likelihood is it would sell better graded than not graded, in my opinion. But then there's some cards that, yeah, just don't need. I was talking to Aaron earlier. Aaron, I can't believe it. I'm doing. Oh man, and only Aaron knows how annoying this is. I was talking to Aaron earlier or yesterday, and we was talking about this. I can't even remember the point now. I forgot my point. What was I talking about? I completely forgot. I've completely forgot my point. Oh man, I completely forgot my point. How long are we in? Oh, we're only 50 minutes in. Jesus. They have missed a trick on Gav. Oh, Gavi's not in the checklist. That is surprising. I didn't even think Gavi should definitely be in this checklist. To say that they haven't got Gavi in here is an absolute mistake from Tops there. That would have helped raise the price of this. Oh, God. That's very surprising that they've not put Gavi in this. That's really bad. Wow. You cannot compare though last year's rookie USLs. That's the point, Martin. There isn't, you can't compare it. It's absolutely, this class is poor, which then affects the products that come out this year, because then the products are going to be poor because people are only chasing, and when I say people, the people who are buying to flip, buying to invest, those people are looking at who these players to invest in. What boxes can I keep sealed, because in 5 years time that player is going to be an absolute superstar. And you can't say it from any of these rookie classes apart from Gavi, who's not even in it. Right? Let me just check my Insta. From Jack Webb. UK Sports Cards Collector. Hello, sir. Right. Who's picked up 800 cards? Jesus Christ. Ooh. Where'd you pick them up? If you can see that. These are autographs on all Man United cards. Very decent. Oh, wow. David Beckham auto on card. That's definitely a signature as well. Ooh. You've done very well there, mate. I'll have to check that out later. Very nice, mate. Wow. Right. Let me go back to Aaron had a question at the beginning. Let me go back. Let me see what that question was. Question. I want to build my catalog. I'm starting from the bottom. I want to flip to the point where I can buy the slabs I really want. What advice do you have? Chat, let's go. Right. So, the best way to flip, in my opinion, is two ways. The best and quickest way to flip. And chat, let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me on this. There's a light and keep changing here. I'm not doing anything. Anyway, like, I look good in this light, but I don't know why. I don't know why it keeps changing. Anyway, two of the best ways to flip cards, to make money flipping cards, is buying stuff wax when it's first come out. So whether that's pre-order or whether it's getting on tops, buying a product, flipping it, hands down the best way. Because product right now, you will always make you. It seems if you go on historical data of everything that's come out, 95% of the time it's gonna go up, and I'm only saying 95 because just in that 5% ratio, there might have been one product that's not performed as well or gone up straight away. I'm sure there probably is. And this I'm only talking last 2-3 years. So it's to buy product from tops, flip it, right, and buy as many as you can. So whether you get bots, whether you got multiple accounts, whatever you can, easily the best way, because you're increasing the value at least 100%. Best way. Second best way, singles and flipping. The only thing is when you're starting from the bottom, you've obviously got to start low, and you then need a lot of cards. You need a lot of cards to start making money. You can do it, but it's a longer way. So buying singles that you can find 20, 30, 10, 20, 30% under the value of what they're selling for on eBay. So whether it's in chats, whether it's in Discords, those are the two best ways because they're guaranteed ways, if that makes sense. So if you're buying off eBay and there's 10 items and all those 10 items sell for $100 per se, and then you can get it for 70, the likelihood is you're going to be able to sell that for more, right? So those are for me, are the two best methods to make money. Then you're going into the realm of the more money you have is getting stuff graded. And there what you're looking for is you're trying to find cards in great condition, because if you've got a card that is selling, don't forget this card still needs to sell. It's not just any card that is a 10. A card still needs to be selling well. You can get a card in a great condition, And again, all this takes work, homework, looking at trusting people, trusting, building a community of people, a network of people who you can trust, who will look for deals for you, you will look for deals for them. So when you do find something or a good seller, right, this is a good seller. I'm able to buy off this with confidence that the cards I'm getting aren't messed up, right? So then what you're looking for is to get these good cards, grade them, and then sell them on. And the way I look at it is, if you get a card, let's say 50. I work in dollars just because everything I do is in dollars. So, but you can make it just the equivalent of pounds, or take 30% off. So if you've got a card what's worth $50, and that card's selling well at $50, so you go onto YouTube, eBay, and there's a number of sales. So it could be that it's a refractor, it could be that it's a high numbered card. So there's going to be multiple sales, and this card's selling well. If you can get that in a graded 10, then the likelihood is you're going to get at least triple the value. Again, depending, it's not an exact science, so don't take my word for it that every card triples. Most cards you might get 10 times the amount if it's graded in a 10. I've seen cards that are £20, $20, grade 10, and it sells for 200, 300. Like, it really just depends. Some cards don't grade well, so if you get a 10 in it, it raises the value of it. So it's, again, having the eye for those. So I think for me, those are the best methods and the quickest methods to make money, in the hobby, doing soccer cards. There is the riskier things, which I don't recommend in terms of investing, but it's buying into, either whether you buy the boxes yourself or you buy into a break, and buying in early, so on release day, buying the product, because within the first few weeks the product's always at a premium, right? The people are chasing the cards straight away. Look at Martinelli for Brazil in Domres. I think it was $200 at one point for a refractor, and then the price comes down. So if you can get in there first, the likelihood is you'll make more money. Again, listen to the wording, likelihood. It's not guaranteed. You never know. So likelihood is that you're going to make money from it. But breaking is the riskiest thing. It's gambling, pretty much. So if you look at it from an investment point of view, I wouldn't do that. But that's another method to potentially do it. There's people who have luck. I have zero luck. Max says I'm lucky. I am not lucky in any breaks. Like, I'm just not. Odd now and then I'll get a card, but it's never the intention. It's either something that's for my collection, or I'm bored. Those are the types of them I'll enter a break. Or, like I said, with if I then see something that's underpriced in terms of that break spot, and I'm like, oh, Villa I think have been underpriced compared to some of the other teams, because I think Jacob Ramsey's a good card to get. I think that's underpriced. So I then pick up Villa spots, and if I then equate the Villa cards that I've got to the price I've paid for the break spots, I'm up considerably, because I've got quite a few Villa cards that I know I can sell. And yeah, those are my ideas. So let's go to the messages. Let's see if anyone said anything else. I see it popping off. Right. Mitch, by the way, if you're still on, I've just gone through your cards, sir. I just need to do the pre-grades, which will be at some point tonight. So you will get them at some point, my friend. Beautiful cards, as always. David Beckham. There's anyone who's on this submission, I think there's about 10 David Beckham cards going to either SG, and all either the Shreddy sticker, the Merlin 95 sticker. What else we got? The Dream Team logo, a few nice ones from Mitch, and LDN cards. Make sure you follow LDN card. And for the new people, because there's a few new people in this chat, Aaron especially, you want to follow people like Mitch because he'll always if there's a product launching, he'll let people know that the product's coming out. His posts are fire. He um he does a lot of explaining in terms of cards that he's buying as well, so it gives you a good understanding. And that's one of the things about the hobby is just surround yourself with people who actually care to give a bit more and provide information. LDN cards is I've always said is one of the top guys, so definitely a good person to follow. Duh, 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 duh. Max, I'll come back to you, mate. If I've not answered your question in the next 10 minutes, let me know. 98 on cards. 90 on card. Oh, that's ridiculous, mate. All Man United must be 2020 principles. Buy low, sell high. Exactly that. Exactly that. I've flipped by buying bundles low and packaging them into sets, then just finding buyers that PC, that set or team or player. And I know quite a few people who do that. And actually, you can actually do very well by buying bundles and either making sets or selling them on. And if it's selling them for 20p, 50p, a pound, there are a lot of buyers at those price ranges. So if you've got the time, it's definitely a way to do it. And again, the good thing is it's low end, so you can go in on entry level. Like one of the things I love about sports cards in terms of investments, and I've got into this because like I said, I've got a number of reasons why I'm into sports cards. I called it investing in soccer and stuff like this, but one of them was to I think investing is the best way for the average person to make some money. Like especially if you're in a job and you've been in a job for a few years, you're not sure where you're gonna go. Like I've gone through this through I'm 34. I'm 34 and I just turned um late 20s, early 30s, kind of not knowing the direction where I wanted to go, and everything costs money, and then when I got the idea of investing in soccer, it was to educate myself and other people not only on um sports cards, but actually how to make money. And and just persistence. It's just persistence. Basic principles, as Aiden said, it has the same principles as the stock market: buy low, sell high. Like it is. So I've got in this because of that. So to help other people understand the market, and again, I know it's not everyone's in it to invest, right? Not everyone's in it to invest. I'm not just in it to invest because I've met a load of people that I enjoy. I've got my own. I've got many collections. I'm a hoarder now. I hoard cards. Like no one can really technically call me just an investor because I've got so many cards. Uh, you can see boxes behind me. All these are cards. Like all these are cards. Like I need to tidy up this space. To be fair, we are decorating. But anyway, investing. So yeah, so there's a few ways to flip money. Alfie, hello sir. Basically bringing the right products to the right person. Yeah, exactly. There's always a buyer for something. Someone will always pay money for something. Pretty much. Pinch of salt, take it. But most of the time, there's always a buyer. Like I've said, and take that with a pinch of salt because I was explaining to someone the other day. Like I'm a Richarlison collector. So if I'm willing to pay £30, which I actually paid 25 for something the other day, if I'm willing to pay £30 for this Richarlison card, that doesn't mean the next person's willing to pay £30. So you've got to be careful of pricing based on one sale or two sales because I'll be willing to pay over the odds for a Richarlison card, but not everyone is going to pay over the odds for a Richarlison card because they're looking to sell it to people like myself, who will then be like, "Oh, it's a Richarlison. I know a collector who collects Richarlison. Aaron, Aaron, do you want this?" Um, and you've also got to be careful with collectors because collectors know the value of stuff. Like I'm not. I got asked for it was a one of one optic from the Donruss Road to World Cup, and he wanted 800. Um, was it dollars? I think it was. I'm sure it was dollars. $800, and I said I'm willing to pay 600, and that to me was even that was over what I should be paying. I bought Richarlison's at like $50 or $100 max for cards to 10. So like I know the value of Richarlison, so I'm not willing to pay over the odds for it. Jay's in. If Jay's in, he collects Richarlison. He collects a lot of Richarlison. He knows the value. There's certain things that I'm willing to go a little higher for, but not crazy amounts. I've got behind on messages again. Yeah, and Martin's a good guy as well. Martin knows a lot. We have many conversations, even though I've not responded to him in about 2 days. I've had so much to do, so apologies. For flipping, don't just buy anything and everything. Make it popular players, goats. Do not try and flip base. Oh my God, what a great question. A lot of people who come into the hobby initially to flip, to invest, whatever, um, base is just not the way to go. In no circumstances are base to go, unless, as I've said, it's right at the beginning and the product's just come out, that player's only in that product. You will sell the base, but literally you've got a week, 2 weeks tops before the price absolutely comes down. And the likelihood is the only reason why you'll amass a lot of them in that time is because you will have entered a break. Unless you've got endless streams of money and you're buying cases yourself. The only other way to get a load of base cards of Martinelli, for instance, I think at one stage was selling for a few quid. Maybe I think it was selling for $7 at maybe one, which is a lot for a base card, but it's come all the way down. Is by buying a break. But to buy that break spot of Brazil, or even just Martinelli, you're already spending $200, $300, which so you're not really going to recoup that much unless you hit a refractor, numbered card, X, Y, and Z. You also make your money off. This is also from Martin on YouTube. You also make your money when you buy. If going off eBay, buying slabs, put lower bids in and forget, you will be surprised how many bids are successful. That's really true as well. The amount I bought a Bukayo Saka Chronicles rookie card for me, the true rookie. I don't really buy into the tablet. Plus, it's a sticker; it's not a card. So the first card I put myself is I put as the Chronicles Pitch Kings level 4, and I just bought a PSA 9. So let's go through it. This lighting's killing me. Right, so I should be casting into messages. Oh my days. So I bought this. I think this was one I bought. I think I bought this one. So $400. It was like 290 quid. 290 quid. And then so basically, so that was in a PSA 9. I've actually got 3 of them. I've got 3 now. 2 raw and this PSA 9. And looking at the values of the PSA 10s, because as well to remember that this is a short printed set anyway. Pitchkins level 4 are very hard to find. So I think if Saka continues to go up, look at the price difference in a PSA 9 to a PSA 10. You can see it's selling for $1,700, $1,900. So three, four times the amount of the PSA 9. So if that starts to climb up in value, the PSA 9 will start to climb up in value. Which is why. So this is it's an investment piece for me because I've already got 2 Bukayo. I collect Bukayo Saka, but I've also got 2. I've also got 2 of his raw cards as well. 2 of his raw cards in this as well. So if I wanted to, I could grade them. One would grade a 9, one would probably grade an 8. So then I can sell one. So this for me, this was an investment piece, not an investment piece to flip straight away. This is an investment for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years time. When this hopefully can get to two grand, 3, 4 grand. So again, it's in the plays. Whether you're doing a short term play, long term play, I don't know. Right. Right, and by the way, just for the people anyone who's typing in messages now, I'm at minute I'm at comments from 7 o'clock and it's 11 minutes past, so I am behind, which I apologize. Um, Soccer Card Collector UK on Twitch. You'll be much more educated in this than me. Have you ever seen a card sticker PSA 10 with slight surface scratches before? Not visible. Oh, 100%. Mate, the amount of cards that I've graded. See the light? What is happening with the light? The amount of cards that I've graded that I predict a 9 because of surface scratches or roller lines or print lines, but come back a 10 is unbelievable. There was one, and the one that sticks to mind, it was a real Ferdinand out of 2. It was a visible line across it. Like visible. Like you didn't even need to, magnifying glass. You didn't even need to do that. It was a visible line across it. And it came back at 10. I was like, I think I might have even said 8 or 9. And it came back at 10. I was really shocked at that. So it can happen, yeah. Me personally, because I grade cards, I would never say it's gonna be a 10. Like I try and be as harsh as harsh as possible with grading. So any little imperfection I'll pick up on. Doesn't mean it won't get a 10. Because again, I've seen lenient grades before. I've seen lenient grades HGC, BGS, PSA. So it is possible still. It is possible, definitely. Luckiest man I know, both your teams hit in that immaculate. Yeah, I did get Martinelli auto as well, but usually I'm not. Lucky. Honestly, it's once in a blue moon. I'm now only in massive mixer breaks, no small ones. Yeah, I don't do one box breaks. If I do breaks, I like to do case breaks, even though it's still the gamble. I still calculate my odds. So I'll do bigger boxes or I'll enter the bigger teams because the likelihood is if I get a numbered card of one of those players, I will profit massively. I did a sapphire box with Card King, Pat the other week. I got a Pedri. Did I get a Pedri? I got a Pedri. I got a Jude Bellingham. No, I got a Pedri. I got a Pedri and I got a Messi. Both look good. I think they're gonna get a 10. So I sent them off to PSA. If I then added that into the price I paid for the spot, which I'm gonna start doing that more. Like I'll let you know what I bought and what I then hopefully sell for. But then I should be getting 2, 3 times back that value. But again, don't enter breaks, kids, just to try and invest. Soccer Card Collector UK. I'm gonna have to charge my. I'm gonna have to take eBay off soon. Because my battery's dying. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries, Aaron, mate. I picked up Argentina and England in an immaculate and hit a 4 to 5 Becks and Messi octane. Oh, mate, quality. Cole Palmer is good one, but rest of the checklist is meh. Agreed. Camberino, hello. Oh, Camberino, I think is a bot. I'm shouting at Camberino is a bot. Cheers, Aiden. I said Nuno Mendes. After that, yeah, agreed. I've got a Nuno Mendes to 5 or 10 auto at PSA at the moment. Have you done a video on Alphonso Davies my journey checklist? No, Joe, but did I? I might have done actually. I might have done. I like that checklist. I like that checklist. I like that curated set. It was an underrated curated set, definitely. Of the curated sets that have come out, the Mason Mount one, the Barcelona one, the Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies smashed it out of the park. No, who wasn't Know who wasn't a buy to collect, and who wants more meat on the bone to move on themselves. Know who wasn't a buy to collect. That's probably a follow on from what you said before. I can't remember what you said before. Now it's gone out of my head. So sorry, sorry, Jake, mate. How did you get burned on that 1-of-1? Yeah, yeah, 1-of-1s. Like sometimes you just gotta know what your limit is. And I know what my limit is. Hey, Aaron. Oh, hi, mate. You okay? Evening, mate. Oh, hi, Zach, mate. Hi, pal. Always the same, mate. Domras 2021. I found some bargains recently. Been picking up Mbappe, Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is a good pickup, by the way. Very good pick. Did anyone see him in the final? Oh man, he 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 just looked so comfortable on the pitch. He looked absolutely so comfortable on the pitch. I was really impressed with him being picking up Mbappe, Luis Diaz, and a gold 10. Oyazabal Pearl will be great if kept sealed. I think yeah, like we said. And by the way, again, Facebook users it's doing that thing. I don't actually know who's commenting. I kind of know why sometimes certain messages, but right. I'm gonna have to tell this out. I forgot what I was saying then. Pill. Oh, sorry, no, yeah, Facebook. I don't know who's messaging. I think that'll probably be Aaron. Um, that is Aaron, not Aaron. Aaron. Um, yeah, like I said, I looking at the checklist, you've got to think it's the same type of product as Inception. So you've got to put them on a comparable platform, and Inception was better. So if Inception's at $800, then the limit for Pearl is going to be below that, in my opinion. Unless you obviously, there's some people are going to think it's a better product. Some people are going to like it. Some people are going to have more chasers. Me personally, I think it's half the value of Pearl. No good rookies in there. No chase card like Ronaldo, Messi. So for me, it's half the value. If that's selling for $800, Pearl's going to be settle at $400. Again, once it gets to short print, it may go to 1,000. If there's only 5 boxes left in the world, it may go to 1,000. But in the next year or so, I just think it's going to have a certain level, because again, Tops are going to continue to put out product. There's going to be more product out there, so there's only so much products can do. Like nothing can continue to go up if it's not got the value in there of of um of certain players. The reason why Domris hobby is still up there in prices because there's not a lot there out. There's not a lot out there, but then you can still get a Ronaldo R9 auto. There's Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Neymar. There's Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Pele. So obviously something like that is going to retain its value. So again, SGC9 cool, but and some slabs you can pick up for an absolute bargain. Some slabs like PSA slabs now you can pick up PSA slabs for like $20-$30, and I've picked up Kai Havertz slabs for like $40, like PSA 10s for like $40. It's ridiculous. Some of the slabs that you can pick up, some of the slabs that you can pick up in on eBay, which is also why American eBay is better than UK eBay. That's another thing. So if you're buying on UK eBay, stop. Buy on US eBay, set up an American address, Gorilla Ship on Instagram. They're the go-to guys. Christian is a go-to guy to get an American address for, and yeah, American eBay. Because there's so many cards, how easy it is for them to get cards graded. They get cheaper grading prices. It's easy for them to get cheaper grading prices. So the cards ultimately are going to be less. If I've got a card where I've had to pay a PSA regular price at £89 through me. Had to send it to America, having to come back, having to list on eBay, having to ship back to America, compared to it being in America, I'm only having to pay $50 to get this card slabbed, and then being able to distribute in America. Obviously, it makes more sense to do that. So prices are going to be lower because the product there is vastly more than in the UK. Blue Mojo. I'm just saying words now. Nice to meet. Oh, Katal. Yeah, it was nice to meet you and Amy too. And yeah, thank you. It was Katal who it was Katal who helped me to my only. I think it was my own. Yeah, it was my only purchase on Saturday, which was to 10 Richarlison. I didn't even negotiate. I was just like, yeah, I'll buy it for 25 quid. Even though I said I said to Katal, oh yeah, that guy offered me one, and it was 20 to 25. I should have just said 20 and he would have sold it to me, I know. Anyway, I'm so optimistic about the Messi sticker I gave you for PSA. More confident in it than that Oh, the World Cup ones. I wonder what. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. The stickers are just so tough. So tough. Like when you need to go at a really microscopic level. And if the corner's on point, you've always got a good chance. But the corners are the ones that again, until you go under a microscope, like some of the corners are absolutely fucked. Evening, Sully. Hope you're all right, mate. Yeah, and come back to my question. I knew I'd forget. I'm coming back to Max's question. I'm coming. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Thoughts on the Maitland Mount? Noah, remind me. I'm going to come back to that set. Luis Diaz was awesome the other day for Chelsea. Liverpool. Your thoughts on my answer on an answer to my question? See, this is it, guys. Compton's in. Hello, sir. Hope you're all right, man. Needed you earlier in the chat. We've been talking a lot about many things in the hobby, because Americans are better. Don't get me started. Compton, Leon. Leon knows how to push my buttons, I'm sure. Leon knows. He knows. He tries it every week as well. Every week he'll say he'll say something to test me. Kai Havertz is going to come big, and those cheap slabs are going to boom. Yeah, I agree, Max. Yeah, definitely. Again, like there's still chance for even Werner. Like Werner's still young enough to go to another team, and even though I'm buying his slabs at $20, $30, only needs to go to $50 and have more than double my money, 125% on what I've paid for it. So again, it's just thinking of different things. It doesn't need to be a sale for $1,000. Like going from 20 to 50, I'm happy. Have you seen the new sets coming out? Oh no! Anyone on YouTube or Facebook? Aiden's put a link in on Twitter. Let me see. Bowman Chrome. Topps Champions League Fabship. Merlin UEFA League Nation. Interesting. Huh. First Bowman Soccer. Huh. That's interesting. No, I'm not seeing that, mate. Something to keep an eye out for, though. What's this one? Chrome UEFA Champions League Women. Topps Chrome Scottish Premier League. Interesting. So, and this is going to play to the question. There's going to be so many sets that are coming out. Those are 3-4 brand new sets that I've just learned about today, added on to the 8 that's coming out over March and April, not including Prism. So that's where you've also got to factor in, if you're buying stuff like Pearl, is it going to hold its value? Or again, it depends what your intention is. Your intention is to hold the product for 5 years. Yes, it's going to go up compared to what you pay. And if you paid £100 for it, the likelihood is you will, whenever you want to sell that, you're going to make money on that, right? So, yeah, like I said, depending on what your expectations are, if you buy a product at retail, you hold it, you're going to make money on it, pretty much guaranteed, right? Again, depending on what it is, More of the premium products, where it's lesser cards, are likely to hold or increase the value. Then curated sets, then curated sets, then uh, like blasters or stuff like that. Riley, my man. Leon's my guy. Watch Chelsea every game. He's going to become huge. Agreed. He has the element of class. Cheers, Aiden. Cheers, mate. Aiden, my guy. Just put the links in, so check those out. So again, two brand new sets there. Well, a few brand new sets there. Again, I think this year is just going to be so flooded with product. The key is going to be don't buy everything. I had a problem last year because I was doing breaks last year that you had to keep on top of um, buying the newest and latest product. The issue was if that product didn't sell when you initially got it, or you got it too late, the value would have come down. So there's products I bought at, let's say, $500 a box. Just pulling numbers out there, $500 a box, and I was breaking it at $700 a box. It would then go down to $300 a box. So I then could only break it at $450 a box. So I'd be losing money on it. It happened quite a lot last year because there was at one stage there was a product coming out almost every week, or in some instances more than one a week. So it's just flooded. This is World Cup year. I expect the volume to double. In terms of the products that's going to come out, seeing all the same ones as last year, plus more curated sets, more blasters. So there's going to be a lot of product coming out, which so you got to pay attention to what's in those sets, and this is where Tops are clever because they released the checklist the same time they release the product. So no one has time to check the checklist. You have to buy. If someone's saying I'm dropping a Di Jimmy Traore curated Liverpool legend set, and teases you with an image of someone with an auto, Steven Gerrard or something like you don't have time to check the rest of the checklist. The rest of the checklist could be only joking, no Steven Gerrard in here. Like they could do. I mean, I hope they wouldn't, but they made their money already because it sells out within a minute, or it sells out because it goes to distributors who will then sell them out in breaks and stuff like that. So you just got to be wary of what's coming out, what's in the product, what does well. Topps Chrome Sapphire is a product that you're pretty much guaranteed it's going to do well. If you take out the rookie class and the poor rookies that are probably going to be in it, Topps Chrome Sapphire is a product that's going to do well. What else is going to do well? Topps Chrome itself, as long as they've got some good autos in there, is going to do all right. Is going to do well for at least a period of time. So you got to look at what the marquee sets are and do that. I'm still not answered. Max, I'm coming back to your question. The Nations League will be poor. I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely not excited by the Nations League one. Glorified friendlies. Concerned about another junk wax error. Yeah, we'll definitely touch on that one. Did the PSA drop off land today? No. Are you in the WhatsApp? I'm sure I've asked you this, Alex, like 3 times. Are you in the WhatsApp? Because I basically I was on the phone to FedEx 3 times today. Twice they've already confirmed to me that I've given all the information that they need, and they're not sure why it's not being released yet. I don't know what else to do. The product is at Stansted. The product was out for delivery yesterday. The product today is pending. I called up 3 times. I spoke to 2 people online, and they told me there's nothing else that I need to do. And I was supposed to get a call back. I still not got a call back. Anyway, look, Alex is riling me up as well now. Apparently, Chrome Tennis is coming as well. That'll be an interesting one. That's a new one. I need to get up on my tennis. Anyone watched King Richard? King Richard. Oh my god, what a film! I love that film. Watched it last night, 2 nights ago. Last time was Transcendent a few years ago, back for tennis. What about Premium? Right, agreed. Compton plus Emma Raducanu is gorgeous. I am biased. Quality over quantity. Beckham hosting the World Cup is my banker. I've got a few Beckhams. Well, like I said, there's a lot. I've graded a lot of Beckhams recently, a lot, and I know I've got a lot more to come as well. I've got about 30 myself. Yeah, I'm big on Havertz as well. Just picked up one of his Sapphire 25 Sapphire PSA 9 cards. I think Germany have a great chance of the World Cup. Could be factoring the prices. Nah, mate. Would it be? I knew I didn't think you were, but it's so apologies. Yeah, I'll put an update if there's so anyone who grades with me, I set up a WhatsApp group. I'll put an update. I'll try to put at least one update a week in there just to say where the cards are at, when they're coming back, what stage they're at, if there's any issues with FedEx, where there are, or if there's any issues with PSA. For instance, I think, and I don't know if anyone else is submitting cards, but I think PSA have slipped up a little bit. Um, I think they've got enough graders, so the middle part's fine, but logging cards at the beginning onto the system and shipping, they seem to have a little bit of trouble with at the moment. I've had stuff that have been graded, ready for shipping, that it took a week to ship, and then at the I had 11 different uh, types of cards sent to PSA. So regular, express, economy, regular auto. They all have to go on different submissions. I had 11 different types tickets of different submissions that was sent Monday before last. No, last Monday, and the only one's only been logged onto the system today. And I spoke to someone who confirmed that they're logging cards from the 18th of February currently. Yeah, 18th of February. So they're behind on that. I only had one card go through, which is Super Express, which is a grading phase at the moment. So that's just a little, anyone who's submitting cards, anyone who's on my submissions, there you go. That's just a little bit more information for you. That's what my FedEx told me when they lost my Harlan cards. Oh, don't say that. Oh, people will kill me on this. I know they're not lost. I know they're not lost. I always get it with FedEx. They'll say it's out for delivery. What I need from FedEx to know that the cards are on the way is that when it gets to my local shipping hub, when it's at Stansted, it's just at Stansted, and it takes ages at Stansted, or it can take a few days at Stansted, and then I'll get a message saying it's out for delivery. Uh, Usually it then doesn't get delivered. It then gets delivered to my, when it says out for delivery, it gets delivered to my local hub, and then at my local hub it gets that. The problem that I'm having at the moment with FedEx is nothing. They've got the package. It's just that they said they're waiting for custom clearance, and I said, well, I provided you that 2 days ago, and the woman on the woman, both women on the phone, both said they were reading to me my email. I was like, yeah, that's the email. I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. What I'll do, I'll pass it on to my manager, make sure they clear it. I was like, yeah, please. Like, anyway, get me riled up again, Martin. Now, Mason Greenwood PSA 10 color blast currently at 1,000 on eBay. Really? People are. Someone told me something about Mason Greenwood that apparently was like it was set up, and that's why no one's heard anything. I can't remember who told me that. Someone told me that. Like, anyway, anyway, FedEx ground is a big no if you do that domestically. Oh, I don't think I've ever done FedEx domestically. Our batch be grading soon. UPS are the go. UPS are yeah. I don't like UPS. I like DHL. I think DHL are absolutely quality. Customer service is better. It's just that PSA asked for FedEx, so yeah, I have to use that. Anyway, I'm gonna have to try and find Max's question here. I don't even know. Max. Right, guys, we've got 25 minutes left. So get your question in. Get your question in if you need to. Otherwise, I'm just gonna ramble. I need to find Max's question. Are you into So Rare? I'm not into So Rare. I missed that question from Sataro earlier. No. Oh God, I think I missed loads of messages. Do you think Merlin 97 will rise in price due to Haaland Auto mainly? I was lucky enough to get three. I think it will rise in price for a while. I just don't think it'll stick. Like Merlin, I was surprised Merlin 95 is not higher than what it is because I thought Merlin 95's checklist is amazing from the players that you can get in there. I thought it was absolutely quality Merlin 95. Um, but with the fact that Haaland doesn't sign much, it seems unless like there's loads of stuff that's going to come out, then yeah, that would should hold up its value. I actually need to check that checklist again. Right, I'm going back. Max, put your question in again, mate, if you're still in, because I forgot what you asked. Wow. And apologies for everyone I've missed. I'm going back through now, and I've missed I've missed loads. Uh, Oh, I found Martin's question. Question: Are people more harsh on Ronaldo and his card prices because he is still expected to win compared to Messi, who has entered and looks like he has his first stages of retirement? Are people more harsh on Ronaldo? Are people more harsh on Ronaldo? I don't think so. I mean, this goes back to a different question for me. Like, I think Ronaldo's been protected quite a lot because of the way he played. And it's been like that for the last few years for Ronaldo. He doesn't need to do a lot of work, whereas Messi for me still gets involved in the play. Is still assisting. I just think the whole situation. Messi would have wanted to end his career. There's nothing that can convince me that Messi did not want to end his career at Barcelona. Like I think there's still a chance that he might go back to Barcelona. I just think it's not working for him at, at PSG, and I think they only want him for the Champions League anyway. And then if he wins the Champions League, then he'll probably go back to maybe Argentina. He might try. I don't know. He might go to another team. I don't think people are harsh on Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo still does well in the hobby. Um, I just think he gets found out because it's like old school managers. Like I just think that it's dated now. Like the way Ronaldo plays, the way teams play now, you've got to defend and on this high press from the front, and Ronaldo just doesn't do enough defensively. He can get away with it in at Juventus. He can get away with it at Real Madrid. But when you're in the Premier League, every position counts. Every player needs to do something, and for me, he doesn't do enough. He doesn't do enough for a team. I hate it when I seen him at the weekend and he shoots and then he throws up his arms and he's doing and then he just walks back and ambles back and it's just like it's just not it's not suiting him. So either the system needs to change for him to everyone else has to work twice as hard so he doesn't have to do as much work, or he's gonna have to do more work. Yeah, it's simple. So I don't think it's being harsh. Uh, Oh yeah, DHL Alex. Yeah. DHL are the goats. Definitely agree with that. DHL are the goats. They're so quick, so quick, and there's never any issue as well, which is just the beautiful thing. Um, Aiden's my guy. Look at him putting the question in. Last question on the 30 cards. Do tops cards like that usually grade well? Am I graded? Tops now cards grade well. Tops now cards grade very well. Um, the issue with some of the tops cards can be for some reason sometimes they just don't grade at PSA or SGC. Like sometimes might get an authentic or they say that they miscut or something. But genuinely, like I've had, like the like tops now Musiala or um just any of the tops now. Like people sometimes send me in just 10 of them, and the majority. I once had 10 Musialas tops now. just sent in how Top sent them. I sent them into SGC. They all graded 10. Like, so they do grade well. It's just that sometimes, and when I mean sometimes, I mean very rarely, but like occasionally, they can come up as miscut or something like that, which it makes no sense to me. But for me, they do grade well. So thank you for that question you asked over an hour ago almost. Any good autograph authenticators you recommend? None that I know. I mean, the only ones I know is PSA, and I know they have separate autograph authentication. So you look. The reason why, again, I trust PSA or BGS is because they have people who actually. Or I think PSA have the guy who's on Porn Stars. If you've seen that, anyone, that's my show. That if anyone's seen that, they have the guy who authenticates autographs for them. I think he's either at BGS or he's at Porn Stars. You know, the guy who does all the historic autographs. So I think those are the only two I know. I don't really know if anyone else or anyone in the UK. Are you harsh on Ronaldo because you're an Arsenal fan? Of course, I'm harsh on Ronaldo because I'm an Arsenal fan. Come on. Just sent a PM, mate, regarding invoice and my next submission, mate. No worries. I will get to that, Jay. Today, there's a few messages in my inbox that I need to get back to, which I will, yeah, I'll be up till about 2 o'clock tonight, 2 maybe 3, replying to people. So if you get a message late at late night, maybe turn your notifications off because I may be pinging you late tonight. JSA in Fort Lauderdale is respected. See, there's another one. Nice one, Martin. 90s auto 90 autos I got to say. That's so many. That's so. But so what are you looking to? Are you just looking to authenticate the? Are you just looking to authenticate the autos, not looking to grade them, or is there any you're looking to grade at the same time? Because I think that's why PSA have offered up the prices. They've upped the price by 20% to grade autographs. I don't know if it's a separate thing. I don't know. If you need any help, just let me know. Send me a message, mate. I'll see what I can drum up. But yeah, JSA, as Martin said, Beckett, and to be fair, it'll be cheaper just to authenticate the autograph on it. Like if you go onto PSA now, there's a section for autographs, and you can type in the player's name, and it'll give you how much it is to authenticate that player. So I think like Beckham's like $40, I believe. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, yeah, yeah. To just authenticate the autograph at PSA, it's a bit of a different process. Um, but I'm sure, yeah, like I said, I can help in some way. I believe, and if there's anyone who want to grade and get the auto grade, that's easier. That's bread and butter. I can definitely do that. So, yeah, that's a lot. I mean, where did you get them from? Did you get them at auction? That seemed like an auction purchase. I've not been at an auction for ages. Uh, I've not been in an auction for ages. Oh my god, messages, messages, messages. Um, I've not been in an auction for ages. So anyway, what did I? There was a few things I want to say which I've not been able to get to. The Martin said, Jake, there are companies that authenticate through photos. Avoid. They actually authenticate photos of photos of autos. Oh God. Yeah, avoid them. What did I want to say? So I wanted to speak about the hobby. Went to the Northern Card Show at the weekend. Shout out to the Northern Card Show. It was my first card show that I went to, and it was just good to put, faces to names, Instagram names to names, uh, and just be out there in the community. What I really liked is there were a few trades going down which really impressed me, and it was just a cool vibe. Like again, if you're not just in it for flipping, if you actually want to be a part of the community and want to, you know, um, find the best prices, the best way of doing that is connecting with people. Like me and Martin talk, we're always talking about PSA. If I miss the drop, he'll always remind me to, do the drop. So there's just certain people in the hobby that is just worth building a network. Like Aiden. I mean, like I said, Aiden's been, we've been talking since pretty much the beginning. But Aiden is helped you guys just by dropping, a few of the links to the new products, and now it's on your mind to be on the lookout for these products. So it's about just what you know. So make sure you follow Aiden. Aiden, what's your what? Actually, yeah, follow Aiden. Aiden, what's your Instagram? Because again, Aiden's another guy who, if he sees something, he will let you know about it. He will put on his stories. And it's just again, it's just finding those people to help you. Because someone, I think it was Aaron, who asked me the other day, and he was like, "Oh, how do you get the drop on, certain products or whatnot?" And it's like, to be honest, it's like, because I don't have allocation, you got to try and find ways of means of getting things, and it's usually by the relationships. Like, someone will tell me, "Oh, there's a discount here somewhere," or because they know I'm after product, they'll tell me about a discount, and it's just about building the relationship. So even if you're in it just for flipping, it makes sense to be a part of the community, because the community is always going to help you more than if you do it yourself. You're just trying to look out for number one. The more you help, the more help that you'll get back in my opinion. Yes, auctions. Who has the worst auto? Worst auto? I didn't know there was a worst auto. Got to shoot. All right, Ray. Yeah, Ray. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, there we go. Aiden cards. Follow Aiden cards, especially if you want to be kept up to date with information. Like I said, is my go to. And yeah, so the Northern Card Show. So I went to the Northern Card Show. It was a really good success. It was really, 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 really successful. These, I could be critical and say what I didn't like, but it is it's the first one. Like, there's going to be pluses, and minuses to every event that's going to happen in the UK for the next year or so. But in general, like, it had what you needed. Like, there was cards there. There was people making trades there. It was a good atmosphere. People were there. I was there all day. I didn't expect to be there all day. I was there 10 till 4. Just because I got talking to people. So as an event, it was a very, very successful. Again, I'll be going to the next one. I'll be going to as many as I can. Um, there's a few coming up. There's London Card Show, which I'm going to at the end of April, which I think is going to be amazing. It's at Sandown. Um, yeah, and there's just some really good people in the hobby, so I expect a lot happening over the next year. What needs to happen, I think, just in terms of all just in terms of the people in the UK, is be more realistic on pricing and no prices. People are just put up anything and try to sell. There were some prices that I saw and I was just like, "You're not selling that." Like, and 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 some can be speculative and some can be negotiable. But I like prices on stuff, and I know it's the way to sell is like, "Oh, what are you gonna give me for this?" But for me, put if you're putting a price on it, put a price on it, and then we can negotiate. Because end of the day, negotiation is when two parties agree something, and both of you feel you probably could have got a little bit more. That's the best way to have a negotiation. Like, I don't like to come in and say to you, "I'm willing to spend something." Like, put a price on it. If it's high, I'll say, "I'll pay you half that." You'll say, "All right, give me 25% more." I'll say, "All right, I'll give you 5% more." And then, you have a talk, or I'll trade you something. So I think the prices were just unrealistic, in terms of people just either people like to put a price on something and say, uh this is what I think that you should get, rather than this is what it's selling for. And I know it sounded like I contradicted myself before. When I say put a high price on it, I mean put it in the range of what you're willing to accept within reason. So if a card's selling for $100, um, try and put $120 on it. Don't put $300 on it. Like put it within the range, at the highest end of the range of what it's selling for, 10-20% more of what it's sold for, so you can negotiate. But some prices are just absolutely absurd, and it is more difficult for us in the UK because shipping, export, like you got to price it a lot more. But to sell, especially at a show, it should be less than what it's selling for on eBay. It shouldn't be more than what it's selling for on eBay, if that makes sense. Many turnout. It was a good turnout. It was a good turnout. I can't remember how many they said were sold or how many were there. It was, I'd say a good 100. I'd say a good 100, and it was probably more than that. It was probably more than that. But it was a good turnout. It was a good turnout. Like again, I was there 10 till 4, speaking with different people. The tables were always seemed to be busy up until about 3 o'clock. Jonas, if he's still in, Jonas had a table, which I actually missed Jonas's table until right until the end. So again, I even saw something from at 4 o'clock when everyone was closing up. Um, so there was definitely um, enough there to keep people occupied. There was enough people there to talk to and to trade with. So I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it, and like I said, it gave me just more enthusiasm for the hobby. Just because again, it the hobby is a community based thing. Hobbies a community based thing. So to meet people who we talk to, most of these people I talk to every day or at least once every 2 days. I talk to a lot of people and I've never seen them before. So to have that opportunity to see them, I thought was really good. Ray says already going. Yeah, the London show was better because it's I think it was the second or third one, and we have been in London. There's much more. Uh, there's a lot more London-based people there. I think they did like I think the London show like cleared like 400 last time, which is insane. And they had like 80 tables, which was I think double the amount of tables. So the London show is going to be better. But there's no reason that the Northern show can't match that or get to a certain level. It's all about collaboration. It's all about getting the right people involved in it so that more people will want to, go to it. Um, and like I said, in the UK, it's everyone's at the early stage at the moment of learning what it is that they collect, what it is that they do, what it is that they're selling. These shows are at the early stage. You've got to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shows before you get a feel of what people actually want and what works. How people come to the event. Do people stay over? Do people stay behind? Do you do early access? Like there's a number of factors that still needs to be figured out before the best event comes out. So props to the London card show, the Northern card show, the people who did the Midlands card show, UK card show, Cardiff show, and more will come. One of them, or hopefully the majority of them, become really good. So yeah. What we got? What time we got? 5-6 minutes left. Unlike you to chat. Oh, Martin pulling my chain again. You haven't met me yet, mate. Only have to wait till the now. Mate, I'm looking forward, Max. Make sure you come to my table, mate. We're gonna have a good chat, me and you. We're gonna have a very good chat, Max. Looking forward to seeing you. That's what I do. Put a price on it, if I'm honest, a tiny bit higher because everyone. Well, Jake. Exactly. That's the point. Put it a little bit higher. Like that's what I would do. You're not if something's selling on eBay for $100, you're not going to put it at $90, and you're not going to put it under. Like test it. Put 100 to. But if there's something that's consistently selling for $100, you can't put $200. You can't put $150. Because everyone who's in here, no one's dumb, right? We all know how to check prices. We all know to check prices. So it's not like you're going to catch someone out and they're going to pay double. And again, it goes to I was saying this to someone the other day. It goes to your reputation. There's certain people I know who have a reputation for like, oh, I'm not even gonna bother buying off him because he's gonna charge too much. Like you don't want to have a reputation, and whereas there's other people who have reputations who he's willing to do a good deal for you. Not willing to charge less, so I'm gonna have his pants down. It's we all know what fair prices are, so you want to make yourself sure, you want to make it that you've got a good reputation in the hobby for selling at reasonable prices. It's not difficult. Like people I think get sometimes too offended on prices and think that they have to make money. Sometimes you just can't get too um precious over the price of stuff, certain cards. That's in any walk of life. When you're trying to sell something, you always think you can get more than probably what you can get. Try and take the emotional element out of it. I'm sitting on about 4,000 cards. I need to put some on eBay. I've been trying to put some on eBay for the last week, but I've been busy. But like I've got cards here, but let's say I might have paid £20 for that. I might need to sell for £12. But if I sell 1,000 at £12, it's £12,000. That's a lot of money compared to them just sitting there and me not making anything. I'm not saying I do have that, by the way. I wish. Most of them probably only about 50p, but again, it's just about knowing how to price something, and if you price stuff right, you will always sell. Therefore, you will make money by doing that. Even if you've taken a loss, again, 10-20% loss, use that 80% that you've recouped from whatever it is that you've sold, and then put it into something else. Don't let it sit there hoping that in a year's time it's gonna somehow magically find the value. Obviously, people are doing that with Greenwood. People are buying Greenwoods uh, at next to nothing prices because they think that he's going to come back, or there's a possibility just because he's 19 or 20 that he might play for someone else, so they might get more money back. Like again, each to their own. Yeah, people price some cards like they have accidentally added an extra digit on. UK price, we do have shipping premium, but not at shows. So this is a show you don't have the shipping premium. It shows a lot of us just have these cards that you go to the show hoping to sell out. Like you're not going to the show expecting to come back with every single card that you have. So you have to have priced stuff right. I know there's going to be loads of people there who didn't sell as much as they thought they were going to sell, because the pricing was wrong. So you've got to be willing to take a loss or be negative on what you may have paid for something, especially at a show. Like if I'm going to a show, I want to sell every card that I've taken because I want to sell. Me personally, I won't be taking boxes of Revolution so people can sort through. I will have probably 50. I'm at the UK card. Well, I'll probably be doing grading at the UK card show. But if I did have a section for cards, I'd have 30 cards in there. I'd want to make 3 grand from those 30 cards. All of them gone. Don't want to take any of them home. That would be my aim. So I'll do deals. I will say, right, okay, yeah, 2 you get 10% off, and my aim is to sell, because then with that 3 grand that I get, that 2.5 grand that I get, that I might end up getting because I've done deals, I'll then invest that. I don't want to come back with 29 slabs and only have made £100, which covers the cost of the the table that I bought. Like again, it's all business. It's all business at the end of the day. Evening, John. John, we had some great conversations as well, John. John, have you come back to me with your name? I'm struggling, mate. I'm absolutely struggling. When it comes down to it, I just done around 10% cheaper and comps on eBay, knowing that I didn't have to pay. That's how I would do it. That's how I would see it. Like you're not having to pay the extra 10% in fees. And for me, I sell on US eBay, so I'm paying 17% on my final price listings, which is absolutely ridiculous. So if I can get 17% less, like that's your window. So when people see that, they're like, oh, to them it's a bargain. For you, it's the same price. and you don't have to ship it, and you don't have to worry about returns. So again, it's all about pricing. So, and which we'll talk more on pricing on another day, because it's coming up to my 8 o'clock. I need to eat. Yo, Aaron, how are you, mate? Beautiful game breaks. Hello, I didn't get a chance to speak to you, man. I didn't get a chance to speak to you. What time did you leave? Um, I saw you right in the morning, and I did like a circle. I might have done two circles. And I wanted to speak to you, Liam. So I hope you well, mate. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Definitely, man. We'll be straight over for a chat. Yeah, cool. Honestly, it'd be good to speak to you, Max. Been speaking. This is Jake. Been speaking to the London Card Show guys, along with a few South Coast big people in the community, and are discussing a Southern Card Show along with collaboration in form of a season ticket for both vendors and visits to bring everyone together. And mate, the more that it happens, and let's say the more that it happens, like once a month, I think will be good enough with one or maybe two massive shows. But once a month, because again, especially if it's down south. I mean, for you guys, obviously, who are down south, you don't get it. Like you're down south. But in terms of getting other people who are around the country involved, like I said, I know big collectors up here, who will have the means to buy the specific cards of higher value, but they might not want to travel down to London, you know. So more shows the merrier, but it has to then be, it has to be, you know, I can't even remember what I'm saying, but it has to be it can't be every week. You know, it can't be a show a week. So one a month of smaller shows, and maybe two a year of like some really big shows where you get everyone involved. Because again, you give the opportunity. If there was 12 shows a year, 13 shows a year, I'd be at half of them at least, if not more, because that's my bread and butter. Like that's what I'm here to do, is to talk sports cards, go to sports cards, buy and sell. But again, and we'll come back to pricing on another show. Pricing is what we need to get better at in the UK. And I think we'll get there, because again, all this is a learning curve, but we definitely will get there. Once we get that, that's when I think the hobby starts to grow. Because one thing, just to close, just in closing, because like I said, I've got a katsu curry waiting for me. The way this hobby grows in the UK is more graded stuff, because more people want slabs at the right prices. So then, if I'm selling a slab that's worth £1,000 to you, I might take that £1,000, and the likelihood is I'll probably reinvest it back in the hobby somewhere. So it might be in a few smaller slabs. I might take 500 out, put it in my pocket, and then buy that. But it's how an economy grows, right? It's got to be a full circle type deal, and we're not there yet. We've got missing links in the UK on how to build this economy around sports cards. There's a few missing links that I think over the next year or so will come to fruition, but it's going to take more businesses. It's going to take more people buying the higher end stuff, because everything starts to filter down. If Max has got a card that's £2,000, and he doesn't want to buy a card for £2,000, he might want to buy 200 cards at $10, because he thinks, right, $10 I can then flip these 200 cards for $20. So he's made then another £2,000, you know. So there's different ways which I think we need to get to in the UK, which I think we will. I definitely think we will. So screw you, Leon. UK all day. Quit my job last night. Why? Wait. This is Martin taking the piss. I know he is. Quit my job last night. Wife tells me I can work flipping cards for the next couple of months until I. Seriously, Martin? Is that true? Martin, send me a message after. We'll have to have a chat, mate. Send me a voice note. Because I won't be typing much tonight. Send me a voice note. That's insane, mate. We might have to collab on something, mate. If that's true, or unless you're pulling my chain, I don't know. That sounds great. Would definitely have to pop over to a South Coast one. Too far south of London is tough. I looked into doing one in Southampton, but it's difficult to sell. Talking like the season ticket is for. Yeah, I think a season ticket for all four would be sick. I think if you can get everyone on board, I think that would be really cool. One for one for all four. Um, but it's going to take a lot of negotiations with people. Make it real inclusive. There is enough appetite around the country to do a show a week. It will allow for more full time vendors and it will be lower prices. It will give more liquidity. I, for me, I just don't think it's in the level that it's at now. If you go off eBay sales for ebay.co.uk, it's nowhere near what it should be to sustain something that's a weekly thing. Like I said, I think if we got better at pricing, um, bought less from the states, with what we have in circulation, bought less from the states, bought more from what we have in the UK, whether it's linking in with the breakers, whether it's linking in with more of the high end collectors. Like there's people with cards in the UK, there's people with thousands of cards in the UK. But because there's not as many eyes, everything all those dollars, all those pounds go back to the states mostly. I've talked about it earlier. I buy from the states because it's cheaper. So there has to be something in the UK that entices me to buy from a UK person, and the prices are just too high because people don't know how to price. If people knew how to price, I'd prefer to buy in UK because I will I will earn at least 7% more when I sell, uh, and I'd be able to buy it at a lower cost, and I wouldn't have to ship it from the states. But it's just not there yet in the UK for me. I am only an innocent bystander. Oh man, oh Leon makes me laugh. Got venue and price sorted for the vendors tables being cheap helps, and that will cover venue cost, the ticket sales and the marketing, security and stuff. And yeah, like I said, there's definitely there's room in the UK for more of everything. Maybe not breakers, but there's room in the UK for more of everything. More graders, submitters, um, stockists. What else were we talking about? Shows. There's more. There's room for everything to grow. Like again, I was saying this to someone earlier. Like I'm not going to be the only person to submit to PSA and SGC. My aim is to be the biggest. But there's going to be someone else who's going to be able to do something just as well as me. It's not nothing proprietary, but it needs all that to uh again fund this economy that I'm talking about. You need different people to go to because I won't there'll be limitations to potentially something that I could do, something someone may be able to do something better than what I could do. So it's about building up these businesses. There's plenty of opportunity. Martin said he's quit his job. He could do anything. Like Martin, like I said, we talk about product quite a lot and stuff like that. So there'll be an opportunity for Martin to do something like this. Is so early in sports cards in the UK. It's insane. And then we're not even talking about TCG, which is already 10 times bigger anyway. Pokemon and stuff like that. You guys are keeping me from my katsu curry. Um, the pricing will come with liquidity. Liquidity drives the market. It does, but there's like I said, there's not enough. There's not enough of it going into the market within the UK. Like I said, for me, all my cards, or majority of my cards, go into the US market because I actually make more in the I make more in the US market, even though I get charged more than I do in the UK market. So it's these things at a higher level, and when I mean higher level, and he talks about liquidity, talks about how a market is actually run, talks about how to make more of an economy in the UK, which probably boring to most people, but this is where I geek out on stuff on how to then invest properly. A lot of people come into the to sports cards, and again, it's not. I'm not actually just saying this from investors as well. This actually also relates to collectors as well, because collectors they obviously want money. They also need money to fund their collectors are actually more important than investors, because if you've got a card a collector wants, the likelihood is they're going to pay more for that card. So collectors are actually more important than investors. Uh, but what a collector will do is a collector will bide their time waiting for the right price. But if there is more stock out there that they where they can find that right price for that product, um, the more money that then comes into this economy, the more it fuels everyone else who's selling. But that needs to be done at a different level to what is being done now. Now it's just people. Do you know what? I've entered a break. I got a messy auto. I'm selling the messy auto. It's gonna buy me a new car. And then that money's then gone. Then do you know what I mean? It's so there's different levels of conversation that I think need to be had for it to invest. But that's again why I do stuff like this. There's people hopefully that start following each other, start talking to each other, start asking more questions about each other, that then help this community grow in the UK. And like I said, I say UK, but like it's fun. Like I can't wait to go to the States to actually experience what card shows are like over there. And like there's loads of guys I would love to meet in the States and learn from them. Like Leon, like I said, he pulled my chain, but like is a very even in these chats, he knows loads more than I do in terms of the hobby. He's been in it longer. He's got more of a sense of how it works. So that's why, like, he coming in an hour late. We had loads of questions earlier, but like he knows things that I won't know. So it's about learn. It's still learn. It's still learning for me. Even with grading, I want to perfect the art of grading cards for people, not just grading the cards, but the whole customer experience. That's my aim for what I'm doing. In a year's time, the service I offer now will be shit. Like I expect in a year's time to be the best person for this in UK and Europe, like hands down. So it's still a learning curve for me with anything. It's always a learning curve. Like I said, the UK has a lot more to learn to catch up to. Well, obviously, way more to catch up to the States. This is me just nattering on now, guys. It's almost 1:15. My cat's chicken is getting cold. Right, I'm finishing off these messages and then I'm going for food. I'm not eating all day. I tell a lie, I had a Greg's. I think 1 month at the moment, show wise, need to see that growth. Yeah, it needs to see growth first. The prices being too high, that's the fault being honest of people scalping too much on breaks. I saw Domrus at 6. That is a question for next week. That is definitely a question for next week. Some of the prices I've seen some breaks at, like, that is definitely a question for next week. Would love to see some trade nights like they do in the States. Simple logistics. Jonas, I agree. Trade night. I think that there was a few trades like I saw at the Northern Card Show, and for me that was the best part of the night, the best part of the day. Was the trading, and everyone was getting involved. Oh, I think this is that value. Tried put that with that. I just thought it was so cool. And again, it just made the event for me. So I really did enjoy that. So people need to see a bigger return on their loot they pull. Yep, that's their facts. I am planning an early April trip to States with 2 empty suitcases and come back with full ones. Are you going to the National, Martin? Because we are stupid Americans who buy shit. Yeah. You see, Leon, that's an interesting question. Like, China, I know is massive for sports cards, but I literally don't know where to start into. Like, I know people watch them on I don't even know where people watch them, but like I know it's such a massive market, but I just can't seem to penetrate and know where to start in terms of selling to people and stuff like. And I probably sell to people everywhere, probably but China, like Singapore, Australia, Brazil, Canada. Like I sell everywhere, but like it's like it's its own China's like its own thing in terms of sports cards. It's like it just seems different compared to everywhere else, but it just seems so much more like there's so much more product seems to be broken. But I haven't got links yet. UK there is pricing cards on what people are asking not what cards are selling for. Dallas next week. Oh, you're going to Dallas? Oh, nice. Sent you a message on Instagram with the best I came up with. All right, cheers, Jam. I'll message you later. Dallas is major every other month. That is a great place if you have deep stacks. Problem is hard to negotiate there. Okay. Oh, is it? All right. I didn't know. Have a good one. Enjoy the microwave. Is it fresh cook? Mrs. upstairs cooking it, mate. This is why she's gonna be fuming at me, because I'm not there. See, size breaks are stupid. Over 1900 in break price. But if you can't get product personally, yeah. And that's the I entered a few with size break, and like I said, I enjoy Sai, and I'm looking forward to seeing him when he comes over. But his prices for the product is very high. Like, but he's the only person I've seen who's got like cases on cases on cases. So he has the power to charge those prices, and yeah, there is it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But when you're at the top of the tree, you do what you want. Can't. Oh, you're finally on Instagram. Do I follow you? I don't know. China does multiple case breaks, not that silly one case break. That's what I mean. Like, and I just don't know. Like, I'd love to get involved more. Because yeah, it's just so much bigger in there, and I think I prefer, like I said, if I do enter breaks, I prefer the multi case break. I prefer to spend £500 on like a 5k 5 case break, than £50 on like one box or two box. I try and think like if I can, because again, I try and if I can get in volume, then it's usually better to sell. But then again, like I said, I'm a hoarder. I say that and then I don't. I end up actually selling. Just show you the misses your Instagram books. On scale, UK breakers for Immaculates were far worse on pricing than Cyrus. Yeah, and I think that's quickly. That's the other issue in terms of uh pricing, because we're new to it, and a lot of breakers are new to it. Breakers just copy whatever's out there, right? And when I was a breaker, I tried to be. My thing was I tried to be as fair as possible in terms of pricing. It's not always that easy because. I remember I don't think Stefan's in, but Control Breaks, CTRL Breaks, CTRL.com. Follow him, he's a great breaker. I've just recently bought into a few of Immaculate Break. Great pricing, in fact, for Immaculate. So I've entered a few of his breaks. I've entered a few breaks before, but pricing is very difficult to get. I think people, again, when you get, let's say if you were able to afford a box of Immaculate, right, and it's high end stuff. So if you were able to afford a box of uh, uh, Immaculate, and let's say you bought it at whatever the price was, so Panini, let's say you bought it at Panini and you paid $1,550 for that. You should, if you're a breaker, you'll more than likely have an address in the UK. So paying customs and stuff, you shouldn't have to pay. So if breakers are saying that, then I may not, and this is I'm not. I think the breakers that I know and the people that I know in the hobby all do this, so I don't think they would. People say, "Oh, well, I've had to add customs charge on," because you don't actually add customs charge on there. So then you got to ship it over. So let's say that's another 50 euros. So that's $1,600. Sorry, $1,600, right? Then you've got to make. Then you've got to make. Then you've got to. Your time. I say you've always got to put your time into that. What you've done for that, and then you want to make profit as well. And you don't want to break a $1,600 product and only make $50, $100. So you're breaking it at 1,900, 20,000, $2,000, which is ridiculous in terms of the pricing. But because of what you've had to pay for it, it's very then difficult to price a product. I don't buy into UK breaks because of that, because I know I can buy into the ones in the States and at a way cheaper rate, or I'll buy into Stefan's breaks, control breaks. at a lower price point. But for some people either aren't aware of that, and again, we struggle in the UK to get product, so it is very sometimes it is hard for some breakers to do that. But then you get breakers who will then just copy other breakers. So there might be a breaker who might I could have got a box of immaculate at $1,200, which is $300 less, and there'll be people who were able to get that but then still charge the 1,900 because that's what other breakers are charging. So it's very difficult. That's all I'm going to say. It's very difficult because you've got to make money on it to be able to buy these products in. And a lot of the time, if you're buying at the trouble is if you're buying at retail, it's always going to be an expensive product. So to break, because all of the either if you've got allocation, if you buy off people who have allocation, the chances are you're getting it below market rate. Anyone who buys at retail is going to be like ridiculous sky high. So it's a difficult thing. Like I said, it's too high for me to enter, even if it's one box. Like I've been buying Aston Villa in cases at let's say 50 quid in cases. There's people who charging 35 quid for one box for Aston Villa, and it's like it's way too much. Like even though it's only 35 quid, and other people who only buy into boxes may say, oh, it's only 35 quid for a chance of a Jacob Ramsey that might go for 300. But me knowing prices, it's just way too much. Like I'm not going to pay that when I know I might as well, even if I have to save for the 50 quid, saving for a week for extra £15 or whatever, I prefer to do that and get them in a case in the States than buy them in a box. Again, I don't necessarily blame the breaker because again, it depending on what price they bought it at. So that's that, and that is the last thing I'm talking about. That is the last thing because you kept me behind 22 minutes from my katsu curry. It's pretty insular. Think of a platform like Whatnot, hot and heavy, fast paced, all in Chinese. Whatnot, yeah, I've not actually started using Whatnot yet as well. That's another one that I see sometimes. I've been on it a few times and the prices seem all right. Agreed. Did my braking for Immaculate through Control. Class guy did 3 craze breaks with us as well. Yeah, he's a really good guy. He's a really good guy as well. What's good, Aaron? How you been? Oh, Micah, man. Yeah, I'm all right. How are you, sir? Jack, hello. You come in the tail end of this. About to close off. Correct. It's about margin, but let's say your margin domestically is fantastic and you're gonna profit more if you get taxed up the arse and you don't get dealer price, you can't make money. Exactly. No, Leon. Exactly. It's like there's some things you can't help as a break. Even like everyone wants to, because the fairer you are in prices, the more likely you're going to get people to come back to you. But if you're trying to make it as a breaker and you can only buy at retail, you're not going to make money like the other people who can get it at, below market value. Like it's I've tried it, I've done it. Like I can get some product cheaper because I've just been in it for a lot longer, but I still don't have allocation. Like it's yeah, I don't have allocation if I wanted to break. And that's where you make the most profit. So it's difficult, especially if you're just coming in, not knowing where to buy from, not have allocation. It's very difficult. Whatnot is linked to PayPal here. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know. Not sure if Whatnot. You can join. The thing is, Whatnot. You can join WhatsApp or Whatnot, but you can't join as a vendor. You can only join to purchase things. I know a few people in the UK that buy from Whatnot, and they seem all right with it. Like I said, there's some vendors I think because it's like auction based. It seems pretty cool. The concept is good. I bought a Vinny 9 Hollow and Whatnot for 260. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's a great price. I was looking at a Vinny Hollow. Was it on eBay? I can't remember where it was. It might not even been on eBay. But I was looking at a Vinny Hollow. Everything is WeChat Pay in China. Nobody uses cash there. WeChat? I don't even think I've heard of WeChat. I don't think. Um, Right. Anyway, guys, I've got to go because I've got to eat my katsu curry, and then I've got to also, uh, I've also got to do pre-grades. Like I said, anyone who's in this chat who is waiting for pre-grades, they will be today. It may be late. It would no, sorry, it will be late. It'll be probably about 1 a.m. that you'll get a pre-grade. Thank you for everyone for joining. If you're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, like the video, subscribe, do all that you need to do. I always forget to, Aiden, you need to remind me, man. You need to remind me to start promoting my stuff. I keep forgetting. Um, I need to be in people's algorithms. Uh, so yeah. So thank you everyone for joining. It's been a really good talk. Like, this is what I want all the episodes to be like. Like every week is just us having a conversation on whatever's going on in the hobby, helping the newer people out. Hopefully we get to a stage where it's just we're all talking. I'll get some people on and we're having conversations. Because that again, like I said, it's the best way to be in the hobby is just to talk with each other. So I appreciate you all. I will be back next Tuesday for another episode. We've got a few things lined up that people may be interested in. So stay tuned for that. Have a good rest of the week as well. Does PSA accept Tyson bet cards? They do, Jack. I've got quite a few. There's one card that they might not accept. They might not accept the Topps Gold one, but there are Tyson Gold ones that they do accept. But that's a question I'm actually chasing with PSA at the moment, so I'll come back to you on that one, Jack. Miss Sports Cards and Sunday League investors do whatnot sales. I've seen that Miss Sports Cards. Right, night y'all. Great live once again. Cheers, Jonas, mate. Thank you. PSA 10 has Buller. I've seen that Hasbulla. I've seen that Hasbulla. It looks amazing. Cheers, mate. Six watching, one like, Paul. Yes, Paul. Get the likes on there. Right, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. I will see you next week. And send me a message if you need me. I may not reply today if it's not about pre-grades, but I'll be back. I should be free tomorrow, so I'll reply tomorrow. So everyone have a good evening, have a good night.